Hello.
Hosanna, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you today, Hosanna?
Hi. Great.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And hello, Williana. Good evening.
Hello, Bruno. Good evening.
How are you today?
I'm fine. Good.
Ah,
And you?
huh? Great. Thank you. I'm great too. Thank you so much. So, guys, today we will have a revision of everything that we've seen it so far, okay? Because we already talked about radio communication, safety signs, fire drills. So today we are going to remember all those things, and this is gonna be great for you, Williana, because since you didn't show up in these classes, you will have this opportunity to see what we talked so far. And in this class, we will have a conversation, we will talk about these things, and it's gonna be the time for you to, make any questions you have about it. Just a moment, I'm gonna share the screen here with you, and then we talk it about it. Just a moment. Mm, Let me open here. Can you see the screen, guys?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes,
can see.
can see. Great, great then. So let's start with this revision and talk about the things we've seen it. So first of all, we are going to start with a challenge here because I'm gonna show some information about the classes we've made, and you're gonna have 30 seconds to answer what you know about this specific topic. All right. Hosanna already knows some things, and William, I'm gonna help you with that too. So I'm gonna start with Hosanna because Hosanna was at the first class, so she remembers some things. And I'm gonna show you right now, just a second. Let me put it here. So the first thing is, Hosanna, say a radio phrase and when you use it. Okay, because remember, we learned some sentences, specific sentences use it on the radio communication. And I would like to know if you remember some of these sentences, and you can tell me when we use this sentence, in what specific situation, So, do you remember a specific sentence, Hosanna?
Ai, Maria, remember.
Let me see. Ah, Maria is here. Maria is here. So, Maria, Douglas, welcome to the class.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. And you
Happy
guys?
birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, it's my birthday today. Thank you so much. That's
Happy
right.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
teacher.
birthday.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. It's a pleasure to be here with you, doing what I love, that is teaching English. So, guys, Douglas and Maria, who just arrived in the class, I told Rosanne and Williana we are going to have a revision today. And this revision, it's for you to remember all the things we talked about so far. We talked about radio communication, about fire drills, about safety signs. So we are going to remember the content we've seen it so far. So we are gonna start with a challenge. I'm gonna give you, each of you, 30 seconds to answer the questions below. So the first challenge we have in here is to say a radio sentence or a radio phrase, and when you use it, in what situation we use this specific sentence. So, for example, Rosanna says she doesn't remember so much, but maybe Maria does. Maria, tell me. Ah, come on, Maria. I know you know. Do you
I
remember a sentence that we use on the radio to talk on the radio? Any sentence?
Mm, no, no
No.
remember.
What about you, Douglas? Do you remember?
Say a rádio frase and we use no remember.
Teacher Bruna, se, hum, speak talk conversation in platform? No.
Yes, in the platform, but specifically on the radio. Because remember, on the radio, for example, they don't say the words yes or no. They say affirmative or negative. So they have a specific way to talk on the radio. They have specific words and sentences. Affirmative and negative are two
Mhm.
examples. Two
Uhum.
examples.
Ah,
So
é,
Roger,
Good.
yeah.
over, é, over
Yeah.
também? Yes.
Yes.
Over, go ahead,
Go ahead. That's
ahead.
it. Great. Great one.
Say again.
Good. Say again. Oh, like you remember, guys. For example, when we say Roger on the radio, what do we mean? What is the meaning of Roger? Do you remember?
Um, Roger, Roger,
Dun, 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 dun.
Mhm.
Let's see if you remember.
tipo, pode falar em português? Não?
So, Roger, think about it. When we say on the radio, Roger, it's just a single word with a specific meaning.
Que entendeu. I understand.
Yes, perfect. So, guys, when we are on the radio, we can't say, I understand. We have to say, Roger, or copy that. So, Roger and copy that, they have the same meaning, is eu entendi. On the radio, we say Roger
Mhm.
or copy that. I wrote here. Can you see what I'm writing?
No.
No, so let me change the screen here. Just a moment. So when we talk on the radio, instead of saying I understand, we need to say Roger or copy that. So
Copy that.
they are synonyms. So Roger and copy that, they have the same meaning. I understand. Sorry.
Mhm.
I understand. Okay. Rosanna said, go ahead. Great example. When we say go ahead, what is the meaning of this sentence? Go ahead.
Speak now.
Vai, vai,
Perfect. Speak now, or you can speak, Fulano. Go ahead. Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect. Go ahead is like speak now. And what else do we say on the radio?
Say again.
Say again. Perfect. Say again is the same as repeat,
Repeat, please.
but they don't say repeat. They say again. Correct. And what else do you remember, guys?
It's loud and clear.
Good. Loud and clear. Excellent. Loud and clear. And what does that mean? Loud and clear. Sorry, I Loud and clear.
Mm, the signal is strong.
Great. Yes, the signal is strong. Okay. I can understand well. Understand well. Perfect. Okay. I can understand well. So when we say it's loud and clear, it's like, okay, I can understand what you are saying. Perfect. Okay. And there is a specific word to use when we finish the sentence, when we want the other person to know that we finished the sentence. Do you remember what word is that?
Stand by.
Stand by is an example, but stand by means wait a moment, fulano. Stand by. I will check and I will come back. So stand by. Wait a moment. Okay.
É out. Termina.
Out is like, yes, the end of the conversation. Is like the goodbye on the radio. So instead of saying goodbye, they say out. The end of the conversation. But we have another one. Tem mais uma. Another one. How do we say câmbio in English on the radio?
Over.
Somebody says over. Yes. Over. So over is like it's your turn to speak. É a sua vez de falar. Over. Okay? Câmbio. So this over is very important because when we finish the sentence, we need to say over so the other person can start speaking. Okay? So that's amazing. These are the main words that we use on the radio. Okay? Great job, guys. You did great. So now,
Rosana can work in platform.
yes, for sure, because Rosana, she knows a lot of things of the offshore world.
Great.
I think you can work offshore, Rosana. I agree with Douglas. So now, guys, a second challenge for you. Oh, pay attention. Name a type of gauge and what it measures. We talked about 4 types of gauges that they use a lot. Do you remember what is a gauge to start with?
Gauge é manômetro? Não.
Manômetro.
Manômetro.
O manômetro é um tipo específico de gauge, tá certíssimo. Mas gauge, de uma forma geral, a gente traduz como medidor. E aí, a função do medidor é medir diferentes tipos de propriedades, certo? Different types of properties. So we have tal tipo de gauge, another kind of gauge. Do you remember the names of the gauges?
Pressure
gauge.
Excellent. Pressure gauge. This one we specifically translate as manômetro. This one has a specific name, pressure gauge. And we have another kind of gauge related to the flow, you know?
Flow meter.
Almost there is flow rate gauge, we say. Flow rate gauge. So what does the flow rate gauge measures? The flow, ou seja, o fluxo. Ela especificamente, né, ela mede o fluxo de alguma coisa, de um líquido, por exemplo, is a flow rate gauge, okay? And we have 2 more gauges. Let's see if you remember what are the 2 other kinds of gauges that we have.
Leakager.
Leakage is the
O
problem, Rosana, that can happen. For example, when we have a leakage is because water or maybe an oil is coming out of a tank of somewhere that it wasn't supposed to come out. De algum lugar que não deveria estar acontecendo aquilo. So leakage is like vazamento. It's the problem, you know?
Mhm.
For example, let me give you an example. Let's imagine that I have a machine, and this machine is too hot. Too hot.
Mhm.
What kind of gauge I use in this machine?
temperature gauge.
Okay.
Excellent. That's right. Temperature gauge. Correct. So we have this specific gauge to measure the temperature. And the fourth type of the gauge, let's imagine we have a big tank with water, and we have to measure the quantity of water that we have in this tank. What kind of gauge do you think we can use in this case to measure that?
The crowd gauge, no. No.
Sorry, Maria?
The grouse gauge, no.
Actually, no, because when we talk about degrees, is the temperature. Quando a gente fala de grau, seria a temperatura. Quando a gente fala a respeito da quantidade em um tanque, por exemplo, um lugar que é fechado, they use a level gauge. Level gauge. Because think about it. When we talk about the level of something, we usually relate to liquids. For example, the level of water, the level of oil, even the level of gas.
Oil.
So the level gauge is to measure the level inside a tank, for example. Okay?
Okay.
So guys,
Okay.
these are the main types of gauges, as principais. But they have much more, okay? But these ones are the main types of gauge that they use, okay? So now let's remember something else, okay? Now that we know some types of gauges, name a fire extinguisher type and the class it's used. So this is a challenge for everyone, okay? Who remembers a fire extinguisher type? We have 6 types, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we have 6 types. Oh, Douglas, no, Douglas. What are the types?
Water, no?
Solid? No.
The name of them
Solid
is
materials? No, no.
Yes, we have a fire extinguisher for solid materials. That's right. This one, Douglas, for solid materials is the class A, because remember that they are classified by its class. Class A, class B, class C. Correct. So solid materials is for class A.
Classe é equipment, electrical equipment.
That's
correct?
right. Correct. That's right. Electrical equipment. So if we have a machine, a computer, it's on fire, it's from this specific class. It's called electrical class. I put a class E, but it's wrong, guys. I'm sorry. It's electrical class, the name of this class. All right.
Class F. Oil e não remember gordura, não
Yes,
Oil and
grease.
Isso.
All fat.
Sim.
Uhum.
That's right. All fat oil that we say.
Fat
So oil óleo. Grease seria aquela gordura, algo gorduroso, né? Perfeito, Douglas. Just perfect. Class F for oil and grease. And we also have class
Class
B,
B e class
B.
C.
class C, and class D too. And we have the class D. So who remembers what is the class B for what?
Flammable liquids like petrol, oil.
That's right.
Just-
Flammable liquids. That's correct. Class B is for flammable liquids. And what about class C? Who remembers class C?
Flammable gases.
Flammable gases. And what else?
Acho que só
Liquids?
butane.
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 Yes, that's right. We have a specific class for that, for butane, for these kind of gases. That's right. Okay. So flammable liquids, letter B. Letter C, flammable gases. Okay, let me put it here. Flammable gases. Correct. And what about class D, guys? What is the class D about? It's related to flammable too.
Metals.
Metals.
Perfect.
Metals.
So flammable, let me put it here. Flammable metals. Correct. Rosana, I think you will embark soon because you already know a lot. Congrats.
I found a new job.
Yes, you found a new job. When you get tired of working at the bank, you can send your curriculum to there. You can go there and work there. So guys, this is the main classes that we have when we talk about fire extinguishers, okay? Just to remember. Now, let's moving on. Let me come back to the page we were. Now, name one thing you should do during a fire drill. So remember that we talked about many things that we should do during a fire drill, depending on the kind of, drill. But in a fire drill specifically, what do we need to do? Who remember that?
To follow como fala? Ai, eu ia falar placas.
These want to follow the safety signs. You need to
Safety
follow the safety signs. Correct. And what else do we need to do?
Start the alarm?
Apertar o alarme.
Good one. Sound the alarm. Thank you so much, Juliana. Sound the alarm. We should do during the fire drill. What else, Maria? What should we do during a fire drill? What do you think?
I think the alarm interprets.
Yes, sound the alarm. We say sound the alarm, que seria soar o alarme, né? Let me put it here. So we need to sound the alarm, follow the safety signs, What else? Think about it. Douglas, what should we do in this situation? We need to go to a specific place in the fire drill.
No remember.
PPA no, né? No.
What? Sorry, Maria.
Procedure.
Oh,
Procedure, Maria said PPE.
sim.
Yeah, where the PPE, it's something we need to do all the time, not only in the fire drill, but there is a specific place where workers need to go in the fire drill.
Evacuate the area.
Good one. They need to evacuate the area. Good one. Curate the area. That's correct. They need to evacuate the area. And they need to go to a specific place in the platform. They need to go to the muster station or assembly point. Okay, we have these two different names. Okay, muster station is the place you need to be, and assembly point is the same kind of place. It's a place where you should go in case of a fire drill. Okay, and in case of a real fire, they also need to go to this place because it's a safe point, é lugar seguro. So, some places they call muster station. Em alguns lugares é chamado de muster station. Em outros lugares é chamado de assembly point. But muster station and assembly point is the same thing. Is a safe location for workers to go in case of an emergency. Okay? Right? Okay, guys. You are remembering many things. Now, this one is important. Can you name the safety procedure for machine repairs?
Lock equipment.
Yes, amazing, Douglas. That's right. When they need to do a repair or a maintenance in a specific machine, they have to lock out and tag out this machine. So they say lotto. That's right. So what is lockout? Is to turn off the energy source. So we turn off the pump, for example. A gente desliga a bomba. This is the first step. And the second step is to tag out, is to put a tag in this machine to say, fulano de tal is repairing the machine. So no one can turn it on. Because if someone turn it on, it's a big problem. It can cause an accident, it can cause an electric discharge. Eu acho que essas palavras aí vocês não conhecem, ó. Electric discharge is like descarga elétrica. Because, let's face, when we are repairing some device, this can happen. So the lockout, tag out procedure is to make sure no one is gonna turn it on, the machine. Okay, so this is a very important safety procedure. Excellent. Now, the next one. What's the difference between standby and go ahead? This is the radio communication. Who can answer that?
Standby is wait a moment, no?
Yes, great. And what about go ahead?
Como se fosse prosseguir.
Speak now.
Yes, speak now. Excellent, Liana, that's right. So stand by, wait, go ahead, you can speak, okay? And name one thing you must do before entering a confined space. What do you think, guys, we must do before entering a confined space?
Measure the air.
Excellent. Yes, measure the air to see if there are gas levels. This is the first step. And what do we need to perform a specific job in a confined space? We need a document.
Mm.
Which document is that?
The person can be trained in your three.
Good, good. Yes, to know what are the procedures. Excellent example, Liliana. And we need a document, a specific document to say that, for example, Douglas, you are qualified, you can do this job. Okay, you can do this job. What is the name of this document, this specific document that allows the worker to perform the job?
I don't know any English, but we say P, permissão de entrada.
Yes, that's right, Juliana, that's it. In
I don't know
English,
in English. I don't remember in English.
but you already know what it is. That's amazing. In English, Juliana, we say permit to work. It's very,
Okay.
it looks like in Portuguese, ó, permit to work. Because in Portuguese we say permissão de trabalho, certo? Então, permit to work ou PTW, às vezes aparece com essa sigla, é justamente isso. É o quê? It's a document. Because when we have a specific kind of tasks, for example, confined space, hot work, cold work, working at height, all these
Yeah.
kind of tasks, they need a permit to work to perform the job. Okay, so this is very, very important. Okay. Great, guys. You did amazing. This one was great just to remember some important things. And now let's practice a little. Here we have an activity, a speaking activity that we've done an activity like this in some of the classes. So this one has a different kind of information. Here on the speaking card, we have information about a specific problem. This specific problem is about the main generator, is this equipment. And we have the problem details here, okay? Like the role, the location. So one of you is going to be the maintenance technician. Um de vocês vai ser o maintenance technician. And the second person is going to be the control room operator. If I'm not wrong, Douglas and Maria already did this activity. So I'm gonna ask you, Rosana and Williana, to do this time, okay? It's easy, guys. This conversation that you are going to have is going to be on the radio. So here on the left side, we have some sentences that we use on the radio. For example, this is Bruna from the control room. Over. Affirmative, negative, copy, stand by, out. So you two, Rosana and Williana, you will use these words because you are on the radio. And let's do something. Rosana is going to be the maintenance technician. So, Rosana, you need to call on the radio to Williana. Williana, you will be the control room operator. Ok? Você vai ser o operador da sala de controle. So, Rosana is gonna call you on the radio to talk about this specific problem. Rosana, these are the information that you are going to use. For example, you need to say to Iliana, Iliana, there is a problem in the main generator. And you, Iliana, you are going to make Rosana some questions. For example, what is the temperature? What's the problem? Is the generator making noise? So you're going to take a look on this information to make the questions to Rosana. Okay, you are going to focus on that. And Rosana, you are going to answer with this information. Okay?
Ok.
And
Iliana, you will be in the control room, é isso?
yes, she will
okay.
be in the control room. You are going to call her on the radio. All right?
Okay.
And when you say all the information, Rosana, by the end of the conversation, Williana, you need to tell Rosana what to do. Okay, you need to tell her. For example, Rosana, I think you need to do tal coisa. So you're going to give Rosana a solution for that. For example, Rosana, you need to do tal coisa. Or Rosana, I'm gonna send you a mechanic to help you. So you are going to decide, Williana, what is the action, ok? What is going to be the action? Qual que vai ser a ação a ser tomada depois que ela relatar o problema para você, ok?
In this case, the problem is the main generator.
Yes, the problem is in the main generator. That's right.
But the temper is normal and noise normal. What's the problem?
The problem is the temperature.
Right.
The issue, when we have here issue, guys, issue is another word for problem. Problem and issue are the same thing. So what is the issue? It's overheating. It's heating too much. Overheat is like superaquecer. Because it's 120 Celsius degree, but the normal temperature is 80.
I understand.
So that's a problem. It's not making an unusual noise. The pressure is normal, but the temperature is too high. So that's the problem. Okay.
Okay.
Right. And here says that these activated the alarm. So the main generator is sounding an alarm, to inform that there is a problem. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So did you understand?
What's the name, the area and IB?
Is section D. Section D.
Section.
And do you remember, Rosana, how you say D in the radio alphabet? Do you remember? We have Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and
O D eu nem lembro mais, só lembro os três.
And Delta.
Delta.
Okay. And Williana, I don't know if you know, but for example, on the radio, when they want to share information with some letters, for example, I work in the PS4 platform. Eu trabalho na plataforma PS4, um exemplo. Só que às vezes falar essas letras no rádio, PS, pode confundir com outras letras, como DS, DS. Então, o que eles fazem para deixar claro? Section D, D de quê? Delta. Eles têm um alfabeto específico para isso. Depois eu vou te enviar. Que é alfa para letra A, para letra B, Bravo, letter C, Charlie, letter D, Delta, e por aí vai. Então, for example, when you say, Rosana, where you are, you have to say, I'm in section D or I'm in section Delta. Okay? To make it clearer. All right?
Okay.
Well, I think this is it. This is it. So, can we start?
Okay.
Okay. So, go ahead, Rosana.
This is Rosana from second Alpha over. Aí eu acho que ela vai responder agora, né?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, this is Williana from radio room.
Over. You need to say over. Yes.
Okay. I have a problem in the main generator over.
Mm, I don't know. What issue?
Over. Remember
Over,
to say
over,
over all the
over.
time.
Okay.
Yes.
And the issue is the overheating. It's the temperature. It's 20, no,
120
120
Celsius degree.
Celsius degree go over.
Okay. Um, how how is the generator pressure? Over.
Okay. Um, over temperature 120 graus degrees, but it's the normal. It's 80 graus degrees.
But the pressure. She
Ah,
asked about the pressure. Is
Yes.
the pressure
Press.
that's okay. Okay. The pressure is normal. Over.
Okay. The generator. Um, mm, mm, is there any noise? Over.
Uh, no, is noise is normal. Over.
Okay. Um, the alarm is on.
The alarm activated. Yes. Over.
over?
Okay. Copy that. Um, I will send the mechanic for help you. Over.
Ok, copy that. Roger?
Roger. Um outro. Roger, I'll copy
Roger.
that. And then you say like bye bye. What is the word for bye bye?
Uh,
Out.
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 Yes, that's the end of the conversation. Yes, you did great. Congrats. You did great. It's simple like that. You just need to give the information and remember to say over all the time because over is something we need to say all the time. But congrats, Rosanna and Liliana. You did amazing. Amazing. And now we have some other activity that now everyone is going to do together, okay? So take a look here. Here we have some actions that we can take depending on the problem. Here we have a problem. Oh, pay attention. You smell gas near the storage tanks during your inspection. What should you do immediately? Here we have 6 actions that we can do in this situation, right? The first action is to write a report. Okay, here he's writing. The second action is to talk on the radio, is to inform other people about this. The third action we can relate to the gas inspection. Okay, we can measure the level of the gas in the place. This action is to isolate the area. Okay, so no one can go there. This other action is to run away, is to escape from the problem, for the problem. Okay, and this other action is to press a button or to sound an alarm to warn other people about the problem. Okay?
Mhm.
All these actions are correct. We can follow all these actions. So what I need to do. I want you guys to choose to choose an action, sorry, to talk about this action. So, for example, if it were you, Douglas, in this situation, you smell gas and you need to do some action, you need to take an action. Which one of these actions would you do and why?
Um, I the the picture um the ground no medidor
Ah,
gates and
you can say gas detector. Use
yeah
a gas
detect
detector.
yes.
So you can say, I should use a gas detector. Eu deveria usar um detector de gás. E aí me dá uma explicação por que que você tomaria essa ação especificamente.
Um, uh, the first action in for me learning is the gas in an environment.
Mhm. Okay, in the environment, in the area.
Yeah,
In the area.
I think dúvida no action and is first action alarm
Mhm.
before the med door the
The
gas
detection.
detection gas
Ah. So the first thing you would do is to sound the alarm and then use the gas detector, or no, the opposite.
I primeiro confirm is the gas environment.
Mhm.
Uh, um, case true the investment the gas
The
and
leakage.
is the before procedure evacuation alarm the
Mhm.
people's the area the local.
Great, great. So first of all, you confirm and then,
Yes.
okay, great. It's a great action. Great. Thank you, Douglas. It makes sense. It makes all sense. And what about you, Williana? Which actions would you take in this specific situation?
Mm, I think I I will communicate for others about
Mhm.
the smell, and after this evacuate to a safety place, maybe.
Great, great. So first of all, you communicate and then you escape. All
Yes.
right, great, great action. And what about you, Rosanna? What would you do in this situation? If you smell gas, what can you
No,
do?
I escape very fast.
You escape. You don't want to come back to confirm that there is gas?
No, I press the alarm. I
Mm.
call the fire department.
Yes, great, great. So you evacuate the area immediately.
Yes, first.
Great action. And what about you, Maria? What would you do in that situation?
And this emergency or safety information
Mhm.
because my for information uh, work people work and my because safety in environment work
Environment,
environment
yes.
work.
Okay, so you see the problem, and would you use the gas detector or no?
Mm, the detector guess
The
oh
gas
no
detector.
yes I use it and after work e with supervisor and and work space confined
Na confined space.
confined space uh, because man, inseguro, eu não sei falar inglês.
Não, falando do local não estar seguro,
Yes,
aí, ó, unsafe location. Vou colocar aqui no chat
unsafe
para você.
location.
Unsafe location. Location. So you need to be sure that the location is safe. Você precisa certificar de que está tudo ok, right?
Yes, unsafe.
Yes, that's right. So as you can see, guys, there is, depending on the situation, there are many actions that we can take. It depends on the level of gas. It depends on the risk of this problem. So each one of these actions is correct. It depends on how we need to deal with the problem. Depende de como a gente precisa lidar com o problema em si. Okay, great. So, do you have any questions about this?
No.
No, that's okay. I think we have time to do one last thing. Let me show you. Okay. On the following pages, guys, we are going to have some pictures. If we don't have time to do it today, we will do it next class, okay? Here we have some pictures of people working, and this is a very good activity. And why is so good? Because this activity is called picture description, descrição de imagens. This helps a lot with the vocabulary because when we describe a picture, we need to describe the people, the things we see. We need to describe the environment, things that are on the background. For example, I can say, there are books on my background, ou seja, no meu plano de fundo. And when we describe pictures, we need to describe everything at all. So, for example, when we describe things, we also can give our opinion about it. For example, I can say, I think, I believe, I am not sure, but. Olha, eu não tenho certeza, mas eu acho que tem tal coisa na imagem, dando um exemplo. E o que eu vou fazer agora? Como eu tô vendo que a gente não vai ter tempo de fazer, we won't have time. Next class, we will do it, but I will explain to you how we can do it, okay? We need to talk about the environment, the people, everything. So I'm going to give you the description of this picture to explain you how it works, okay? So, for example, ó, I see in this picture three men. These men are wearing a blue a blue uniform, okay, or a coverall, a blue coverall. They are wearing safety gloves. They are wearing white oh my God,
Helmet.
helmets. Thank you, white helmets. They are wearing
Boy.
sunglasses. Okay. Let me see. They are using
Houston.
the man, olha só como que a gente pode direcionar. The man on the
Macintosh.
right side of the picture is
Penalty.
using a hammer. The man on the left side is using a wrench. I am not sure, but I think there is a crane behind them. E olha que interessante, eu falei que eu não tenho certeza. Por quê? Não consigo ver de fato, mas a gente pode expressar a nossa incerteza. Ó, I am not sure, não tenho certeza, but I think it's a crane behind them on the background. I think they are co-workers because they are working together and they don't look like the boss because they are working hard here in this picture. Maybe they are engineers or maybe they are mechanics.
Mechanics.
Okay, so take a look. Look of everything that I had told you. I
They are
described it
working
a lot.
hard.
Yeah, great. They are hard work. They are working hard. So when we describe pictures, we need to say many things about the picture. And these kind of activities make us speak, you know, even though we don't know the name. For example, I don't know how to say chave inglês in English. Tenta falar do seu jeitinho. The man is using a tool, uma ferramenta. Okay? Because sometimes we don't know the name of the things. That's not a problem. But we need to be able to explain what it is. Mesmo que a gente não saiba o nome, a gente tem que ser capaz de saber explicar aquilo que a gente está vendo, de mostrar que a gente não tem certeza a respeito de alguma coisa. Então, o que eu vou fazer com vocês na próxima aula? Next class, I'm gonna show you, each one of you, a picture, and then you need to describe the picture. I'm gonna create a list with some useful words. For example, how do I say do lado direito da foto? On the right side. How do I say no lado esquerdo? On the left side. How do I say de fundo? On the background. So I'm gonna send you a list with these words to help you. And next class, we talk about that. Okay, you are going to describe pictures and give as much details as possible. Okay, did you understand?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry because we don't have time to do it now, but next class we will do it. All right?
All
Alright.
right.
Thank
All
you.
right. So
Thank
thank
you.
you so much, guys, for being here today again. So you may have all a great week. And next class, we talk more about it. Okay? Thank
Okay.
you
Okay.
so much.
Day.
Bye bye.
Bye bye,
See
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.